Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I am Jennifer Scott and today we are playing with Wayne Goss's latest launch. That's right, I love Wayne Goss. If you've been with me for any amount of time, you know that my love for him runs deep. He's a makeup artist from Great Britain. He has just a very endearing story. If you're not familiar with him, you should really go over to his channel, give it a like, give it a subscribe, and watch all of his videos. He has amazing tips, tricks, not to mention he has an amazing line of cosmetics. And this past week, he came out with his latest launch, and that's what we're talking about today. If you are new here, I want to thank you so much for being with me. To all my returning friends, it means the world to me that you keep showing up because let's face it, it's a shit show here most of the time. All right, so if you want to see Wayne Goss's latest eye palette in the shade Pearl, then give me a like. And if you are new here, hit that subscribe button because you're going to want to see the shit show more than once. All right, so let's get at it. As you can tell, I've done most of my makeup, including I have Wayne Goss's Bronze and Sculpt palette. This is in the shade Light Gold. I did use both the nice cool tone here for just a little bit of contour under my cheeks. And of course, I used this bronzing powder. This is one of my favorite bronzing powders because it has a glow to it. Now, normally glows can be a little iffy with bronzing. Very often a matte bronzer is, what's most flattering. But for some reason, he gets the bronze just right, and it is hitting me just right because it's summertime. It just gives a soft glow, and I love it. I use it a lot. And as you can tell, the pan sizes in here are super generous. So I'm going to have this for quite some time. So at $45, it seems like a lot of money, but there is so much product in here. So I don't think of it as being expensive. I think of it as an investment. At least that's what I tell my husband. Here's the one thing I do not like about Wayne Goss's packaging. It's gorgeous and shiny. Here, I'll show you one that has no fingerprints on it. But the second you touch it, it looks gross and dirty and used. And that makes me crazy. But whatever, he didn't ask me about packaging. So before we hit the star of the show, I did also pick up his blush palette. This is in the shade Coral Rose. Now, I didn't have any shades like this, so I thought it would be lovely to go with the Pearl palette. And truth be told, I have worn all these products once before. I wore them the other day when they came in because I was not going to wait for you all. I had to get it on my face. And I love this. So I'm going to put some on real quickly and you can be the judge. Now, I'm sure you can tell that this is a corally orange shade, which is great for summer. I'm going to give you a little swatch and see what you think. Here we go. Yeah, not overpowering. It's just lovely. All right, and with my BK107 brush, I'm just going to apply this to the apples of my cheeks and going up like I always do. Nothing new here. Yep, she glowing, but I just think it's the prettiest shade for summer. Probably fall too. I think that just builds so pretty. I love the shade. Now, yeah, is my face a little more glowy than normal? It is, but I love a finishing powder, so I will be going over this. So yeah, the color may seem a little too bright, but you know the drill, finishing powder. And as you can see, there's also a highlight shade in here. Let's just give it a little swatch and see what you think. A lot comes off, so I'm certainly not going to use that amount, but it's a really pretty color. And I don't think I have anything like that in my collection, so look at that. Now, it is a powder. It does have a slight creamy feeling to it, but when it goes on the skin, hello. Now, because I do have so much glow going on, I do take my time and buff this in, and then I go over it with a slightly damp beauty blender. It only has a dampness from when I did my makeup in the earlier part of today, so it's just minimally damp, but it's just enough to help blend and just take it down ever so slightly. All right, let's just marry this all together. Give us a little creaminess, a little less shine. I still want to glow, but I don't want to be super shiny. All right, face is done. Let's get onto the eyes. Now, I know you've seen it all over Instagram, but let's take a moment to just, for me, palette of my dreams. Now, this is $55, which seems like a lot of money, but look at the generous pan size. And cool. So for reference, I'm going to show you my tried and true. You all know how I feel about my Charlotte Tilbury in the Pillow Talk. All right, so there's Pillow Talk, which I think is like $54 or something like that. And here's Wayne Goss. I mean, can we see? Yeah, there's definitely a whole shit ton of product here. So the $55 is totally worth it. I mean, I love you, Charlotte, but damn, Wayne is coming for ya. All right, let me give you the truth on this. The Charlotte Tilbury is 0.52 grams and Wayne Goss's is 16.26 grams. Like, how much? What? No, I mean, fine. $55, take my money all day. Take it. Now, of course, these colors are incredibly versatile. I mean, you can do a smoky look, you can do a daytime look, you can do like a one and done. There's so much you can do with this. I'm super excited about this because this is one of those palettes that you can take with you if you're going out of town, and it's the only palette you'll need. Like, you could do so many looks for this. And not to mention, the mirror in here is friggin' fantastic. Let's face it, hotel mirrors, could they be any darker? Could there be less light? So stand in front of a window with like this here amazing mirror, like you're good. You are totally good. Thank you, Wayne. All right, let's stop playing. I'm gonna go in with this lightest shade here all over my upper lid and just make so that we have a nice base. I already have on, of course, my MAC paint pot in the shade Painterly, as always. I love this here vanilla-y shade because not only is it, you know, light, but it's not like too light. It just blends nicely, almost like you don't have anything on your eyes. It's like your lids, but better. Next up, of course, I'm gonna go in with this pinky shade for my crease transition. I mean, that's my pink, is it not? Now this gray shade here really piqued my interest when I originally saw this online. I don't have a shade like that at all. And what's really nice about that is you can use it anywhere and put another color on top of it to deepen the color, but you can also use it on its own. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? All right, I'm gonna use a flatter brush and just place it on the outer corner to just give us a little depth. But do you see like what a pretty a light gray shade that is? Now you can definitely build it up, but this shade here, it's not so cool that it's not good for me. I have a hard time with cool tones. This here is just so pretty. All right, then I'll just bring it through the crease just for a little blend. And right there, everyday wearable. I have 3 shades on, I could be all done, but there's 3 more in here to play with. All right, I'm gonna go into this kind of like a darker terracotta color. I'm gonna go back into my crease and a little bit into the gray area to kind of just deepen those areas up a little bit. Yeah, just giving a little bit of depth there. That's all that I want. And I literally do just like the slightest dip in the pan and the color payoff, so good. It's not patchy, it's so smooth. The colors are so pretty. All right, now I'm gonna go in this nice little shimmer here, just on the rest of my lid and the inner portion here, just to bring a little bit of shine. Yeah, I don't even need a brush for this. It's so smooth, so pretty. Now, as I'm sure you can imagine, I've had my finger in this one several times. I'm just mesmerized by it. Let me give you a swatch of this. Now you can see it is peach, but it has a lot of shimmer and reflect in it. So it's nice as a topper. Now I would probably also do it just all over the whole lid with a primer underneath it. I mean, you will definitely be seeing that from me, but of course I have to use it. I mean, we're playing. So let's just go right in the center of the eye to, yeah, sparkle and shine. This is the sort of thing that just, like, this is why I love makeup. I like, look at that. Just, whoa. I mean, just that little bit from the side of that one, it like just brings it alive. Oh my God, so freaking pretty. I could just keep piling this on all day long. I freaking love it. I'm actually looking forward to the day when I just do it all over the whole lid and say, like, screw it to everything else, because this bish is pretty. All right, to finish off our look, I'm going into the pink shade here, just running it under the lash line, just to give a little dimension and shadow. Maybe I'll just go with this darker terracotta here, just on the outer edge. Kind of bring it up to meet just a little bit. All right, then I'm just gonna go back into this cream shade here under the brow, just to make sure it is nice and highlighted. And because I'm fussy, in with the pink one more time, just to make sure everything is blended and pretty. I mean, I don't know about you, but this, like, I have all 6 colors on my eyes and I am living for it. Now, of course, there are gonna be plenty of days when I use 1, 2 colors, but today I had to give you all 6. Now, I will say I did try using the gray as a lining shade and it didn't work out too well, but that's fine. I have plenty of other darker shades that I can just use in the lash line, which I'm going to do real quickly. I'm going to do my lashes and I will be right back. All right, we are getting there. Just threw on a little bit of my Makeup by Mario. I just like this here brown shade. I think it's a nice for on the outer corner, just to deepen it up a little bit. And then of course I went back into the Coral Rose palette and I used this highlight for my inner corner highlight. So in this order, I also picked up his lipstick. This is in the shade Lotus. And when I saw it online, I was like, perfect. And then when it came, I was like, oh my God, I think it's a little too brown. But look at that. I think it is just the loveliest shade. I had nothing like this in my collection, so let's put her on. Let's get this lip oil off. Now, I do have one of his lip pencils. I have it in the shade Natural Berry, which is a very pretty color. I don't know if that's the lip liner that I want to use with that lipstick. So let's go in with just this natural shade that I have here from NYX. I don't even know what the shade is. Can I read it? Oh, Nude Beige. So this shade, as you can tell, is very natural. It's almost like a good color for like contouring your lips. So it's just good for overlining slightly. And then I can go in with this beautiful shade of Lotus right here. Now I can leave it with just like that natural, like, ooh, are those her lips? Or we can go in a little more, because I do. And isn't that the most gorgeous natural lip color? Now, of course, I'm gonna go a little further. And from my previous purchase, I bought the, what is this, the High Shine? Yeah, the High Shine lip gloss. This is in the shade Cherry Blossom. This I freaking love. I mean, look at that. It's glossy and pigmented. It's just gorgeous. So let's go with a little bit just in the center of my lip, on the top here, and over here, just to give us a little something extra. All right, that's it for like my Wayne Goss. I mean, I went in, I couldn't help myself. I mean, when I knew that Pearl was dropping, oh my God, why is this so hard to open? When I knew Pearl was dropping, I knew I was gonna have it. I was counting down the days. I was literally on the site, like refreshing and refreshing until it went live, because I did not want to miss out and have to wait for a restock, because that happens very often with his products. I'm in love, like, top shelf, sitting on the desk right in front of me, because this is one of those palettes that I can use all the time when I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. Pull this out. I can have 14 different looks. I can go super easy. I can go super glam. And that's the thing with this palette. Whether you just like a simple, pretty look, or whether you want to go glam girl, you can get all of that out of here and more. Now, I don't have any affiliate links. I don't have any codes or anything. I just love Wayne Goss. Now, I ordered this on the Beautylish site the day it went live. So I think that was like last Tuesday. Let me just pull the knots in my hair. I ordered it last Tuesday and I literally got it on Friday. It took 3 days. Now, I think if you spend $35, you get free shipping. If you spend $75 or more, you get free expedited shipping, when that's what happened for me. And if you spend under the $35, then it's just $5 shipping, which I think is entirely reasonable, especially since you know how I hate to pay shipping. But, you know, you can easily spend $35 and get yourself free shipping. All right, so you tell me, what do you think? Is there something on the face that you are loving, something you are not liking, something you were like, oh my God, I have to have that? The problem for me now is that I have such a variety of his products that I want more. Don't tell my husband. And honestly, it's almost a better thing for me that I can't get this in Sephora or online for Sephora. Like, I really have to think about it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to go to the Beautylish site. What do I want? And I kind of have to be very targeted in the colors that I want, because his color ranges are all within like a nudie, pinky, beigey. There are some reds, of course, and some brighter colors. But I have to really think, what do I want? And that's what I did. So when I was getting the eye palette, I was like, all right, what's going to complement my face in a color I don't have? That's why I got this shade. He has 3 others, which are gorgeous, but this one here I thought would complement. And of course, like this bronzing palette, yeah, I'll get it in another shade because it's so friggin' good. Like, I like everything. I like it all. There's nothing I'm mad at. Is she glowing? Yeah. Do I hate it? No. For me, this just feels like so summery, so pretty, so easy. Like, this is my jam. I feel like I want to go out, maybe get some drinks, but my husband's out of town. So I'll just look cute sitting on the sofa editing this video. All right, friends, that's it. Tell me, do you have any of Wayne Goss's products? Do you think you're going to get some now since you've seen them in action? What are your thoughts, feelings? Put them in the comments below. I will, of course, link all of these products so you know exactly the shades that I had. If you go to the Beautylish site, then it's easy for you. I mean, how hard is it to get like a nude kind of natural lipstick and it's the right nude natural? Like, I love this so much. All right, that's it. I want to thank you all for being with me. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Like I said, if you are new, please hit the subscribe button. Maybe share the video with a friend or your mother. You know there are more people that want to see the mess I've got to offer. All right, friends, I want to thank you so much for being with me, and I'll see you real soon. Mwah.